Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request, this time from Jose Ballard, who wanted me to do a commentary on this film. Now, for those interested requesting pretty much any type of topic, reaction, randomness, out of the blueness, commentary, topic, list, whatever, you just send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, this is for The Pyramid. I don't know if Jose Ballard is a big fan of the film. I certainly am not, as I've seen this film before. I believe I've reviewed this film before. But it's a paid request. I was able to find the movie. And if somehow you have a copy, and if you're a fan, that's cool. You probably won't agree with my commentary. To each their own. But I guess if people want to follow along and they have a copy of the film, and I haven't seen this film in a while, so I don't remember much about it other than, well, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. 20th Century Fox logo. Which is weird because you will never see this logo in a new film again since they got bought up by Disney, and then the name was changed to what, 20th Century Studios, or whatever the hell the name is now. Hashtag fuck Disney. Granted, Fox would not make a lot of great movies at this point either, but still. The fact they got bought by Disney is even worse. But this is... At times, it's found footage. At times, it's a movie. It's like a melding of the two. As we have Cairo, Egypt, August 2013. And we have helicopter footage of the pyramids. Now, the idea I don't mind. A team of American archaeologists discovered a new pyramid buried deep beneath the desert. So I'm reading the text. Boom, a crowd. This is Black Friday. They just won the new PS5. They want the PS5. Despite the chaos, a documentary film crew arrived in Egypt to film one of the most significant archaeological discoveries in Egyptian history. Teen Tits Dick. Teen Touch Scrotum. They really want their PS5. I mean, the idea of doing this found footage mixed with a bit of actual film, where they go into a pyramid and it's all this crazy shit that happens at the pyramid. I don't hate the idea. It's the execution of it. Meaning, okay, you have this like weird looking pyramid. What's unique about it? But it is this kind of weird thing where there are movies that have done this, where it's sometimes found footage, sometimes not. But it does become a bit off kilter where you'll be certain scenes, okay, no, where this is a film, oh no, now it's actual film, no, now it's found footage. This part of you goes, just pick one. One or the other. Now, Into the Storm did this, but I actually like Into the Storm. I thought that was a fun action. There's not a lot of Twister movies, except Twister with Bill Paxton, which is the best one in my opinion. But I do like Into the Storm. But even then, it's like kind of weird going in between of footage, then it's a natural filming. I just, again, it's like, well, which do you want to be, movie? Now, the director of this film, he had never done a film before, but he was a writer for a lot of Alexander Aja's movies. That's why Alexander Aja is a producer of this. Because the director of this movie helped write High Tension. He helped write The Hills of Eyes remake. He helped write, I think, PT, I forget who directed PT. He helped write, I think, Piranha 3D. I think he was executive producer on Crawl. I did Alexander Hodge. I said, hey, this is my buddy. He co-wrote some of the films with me. Let him get a chance at direction. And I don't know if this guy's directed since. Because this film came out December 2014. And it bombed. And it bombed badly. I think 20th Century Fox, they grabbed this because they thought, okay, films like this, they'll garner at least, 20 million in the U.S. Which is understandable in the fact of The Devil Inside My Ass made triple that in January. I don't like this film, but it's better than The Devil Inside. At least the concept of being inside the pyramid, that alone is more interesting than the fucking, now we're in space. It's a weird cut. Like, you're talking about pyramids and it's found footage, now all of a sudden we're in space and we have satellite footage. But anyway, yeah, this film came out, it did nothing at the box office. I think it went into like 500 theaters. It earned like 1.3 million in I guess opening weekend, and it made like 2.8 million in the US. It made a little bit more money worldwide, like foreign I should say. I know it made less than 20 million worldwide. Made like 14 million worldwide, give or take. And I don't know what the budget was, but again, they thought the film would at least make 20 million domestically, and it made like not even 3 million domestically, so it was a bomb. And the critics tore apart too. I think it has like a 4.79 to be. These are the critics. Poorly lit, thinly written. Little more than 20 dialogue, amateur acting, and dusty found footage stares. It's a stinker in every sense. It's cursed, only instead of an ancient evil, it's just played by inept filmmaking. Some things were never meant to be uncovered. Some movies, too. I think Michael, my good friend, the Choice Voice, I believe he reviewed this as well. I should watch his review before this to refresh my mind on the movie, but I mean, again, it's a weird setup because it has this text at the beginning, like this is what this was the footage that was uncovered. But then it's not consistent because we're seeing satellite footage, and then we're seeing a shot in space of the satellite, and then we have shots that's not found footage, there'll be shots that are footage, and like, if this is supposed to be the remains of the footage, how was all this gotten together? How come there's, again, it makes you go, why did you even do found footage in the first place? That's kind of my question. If you don't want to stick with the found footage format, why even do it in the first place? Because the found footage, you already have a certain good amount of people that don't like it at all. And if they even think of the word, they want to stay away from your movie. So, found footage, only select group are into that kind of film. Oh, you know what? This doesn't matter because I don't see the titties. If I can't see the titties, you're just a cock tease movie. And this guy's a horny bastard. Granted, she's kind of in her panties, but she's not looking at the panties. He's looking. So whoever's controlling this drone is a fucking perv. Fucking perv. Was that the movie or was that... thought I heard something, but it might have been the movie. But yeah, it's like pick one. It's like with a movie. Yes, you can have a movie that has different tones, but then that's a harder line to walk on. You have to do it very well or you don't fall even flatter on your face. Again, you have a group of people that don't like found footage. So now you're limiting your audience already. Then the people who do like found footage, you're not even consistent with that because it's not all found footage. It's like going in and out. So now you're limiting those true, hardcore found footage fans. So it then makes you go, well, what audience is this for? If you're a found footage fan, it's not altogether found footage. It cheats a lot. And if you're into just a regular film, you don't be annoyed by the found footage tropes. We got Wall-E here. It's sad that Wall-E here is like the best character in the movie. Okay, that's the movie. It sounds like there's a storm coming in the movie. Or is it the wind, or is it just the fire? Or I just got good headphones. The characters are not interesting in this movie. Like, I dare anyone to find 5 things about these characters that doesn't deal with their names or their looks. I did say, okay, make a horror movie where people venture to a pyramid. Okay. Don't use crappy CGI. Oh, that's right, the villain isn't like a giant cat. No, not a giant cat, but like a cat man. Or the mist. Is it the Grey Muta with the green mist? Where's Hulk Hogan? You spit on Hulk Hogan. It's this green mist that shot out, killed him. Why is the only person dying though? A shitload of people got this mist. Let's see what happens to this guy. He's got Alka-Seltzer in his mouth. So, okay, that's a question. How come it only killed him when that mist went through like 50 people there? But he was the only one affected. Inhalation of toxic air. Fungi in caves. Why was he the only one affected though? The mist got into everybody, including the cameraman's lenses. That's strange. I keep hearing stuff. I don't know if it's we're having a storm or if it's a movie. But yeah, just if you want to have a horror film go into a pyramid, that's fine. But the acting isn't great, but I don't know if that's because you have an inexperienced director. Yes, he helped co-write a lot of films, but that's different from directing a film. This guy, I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but he's not an actor. I'm telling you, you don't get it. I'm sorry, Miles. You gotta go there tomorrow morning. There's trouble going on in Cairo. There's a guy trying to remember his lines, of dialogue. Not natural in the slightest. So far, that guy on the computer screen is the weakest actor. So again, is that consistent with found footage, not found footage? The acting, amateurish. I do see what the critic is saying, but again, you're dealing with a first-time director, doesn't have a lot of experience, probably doesn't have a lot of experience working with actors. And again, you look at Egyptian mythology and what's said in hieroglyphics, and I'm sure there's a lot of potential of horror going to this weird pyramid. What's in it? Makes you go, well, what could be in a pyramid that could make it interesting, environment-wise? Because that's a possible problem, is that when you go into the pyramid, what's going to make the environment not that boring? Not that same old repetitive nature. So that's a problem. Like, how do we make the inside of a pyramid interesting? Okay. And also, I remember this having really garbage CGI that made shit laughable as fuck. Laughable as fuck. I swear Anubis is like, I swear it's something to do with cats. I don't know why. I guess I'll remember, or I won't remember. I'll find out soon. Sooner or later. There's something about cats. I don't know what it is. I don't remember. So pretty much they're not listening to their bosses. They're like, we're going to go in there anyway. Because we're fucking idiots. And then we all get killed. And then the movie's over. That's the thing. You don't really... In comparison, there's this film called The Tunnel from 2011, which I enjoy. That film, that did a better job of having the footage, but then you have people interviewed, and they're interviewed about what happened because they're the survivors. And so you see the footage, and then if there's a part that you go, well, why are these characters doing this? Why are these characters acting that? They'll go to the interview, and they kind of showcase what the thought process was, whether they were right or wrong, what their frame of mind was. And it does a better job. Like the cameraman was very funny and natural and likable. And actually, then you had the one lady who, she wasn't likable, but that's kind of the point, because she was more about the story and she was obsessed, and they actually did a bit of job trying to develop characters in a limited time. And then, well, we're doing the story because the homeless are disappearing, and I think this is an important story. And the others doing, well, it's part of the job. And then they were lied to by the one bitch. Oh, well, they know we're here. Well, actually, they don't. What? What the fuck? You said they knew we were here. They did a better job convincing you the plight of these characters. Unlike this. Again, like, here's a film. What's this camera in front of the drone? That's just a film. But now we're in the point of view of the drone. Yeah, wasn't it? That's a cat. Dog. Rat or a cat. See, that's the thing. Like, this is a film outside the drone, filming it. See, that's what I mean. Is it found footage? Is it not found footage? Again, kind of like this off and on thing. It's like you're in different, not genres, but pieces of filmmaking being pulled back. There are like I said, there are films that can do that decently well. But then you have a film like this that idea just makes you go, why even try to do it in the first place? Just film like an actual film, cut to the point of view of the drone if you want those shots. Like, why make it why try to make it found footage in the first place if you're not going to commit to it? I guess that's, after 20 minutes, my roundabout way of explaining that. Blame it on the locals. Just blame it on the locals. Say someone fucking stole it and we were afraid for our lives. I know that's mean, I know that's a bad lie, but it's better lie than going into a fucking pyramid that you could die in. They even said we don't know if there's toxic fumes there. What do you want to deal with? Toxic fumes, or, hey, make up a shit of, well, they stole our shit and they were going to kill us. They were wearing masks. We don't know. I thought it was just the two of you. Now everybody's going in. Okay. Okay. This guy's like, you're not going in there. It's my hidden stash of Twinkies. You're not getting my Twinkies in there. Actually, I got my hidden cooler of Crystal Pepsi. You're not going in there. My Crystal Pepsi in there. They're discontinued. When I came back, I bought them all. I hid them in the pyramid. It's a cooler. It's a giant refrigerator. You're not getting my Crystal Pepsi. I'll do some crystal meth. If you go in there, you don't get crystal meth in your veins. Okay, we won't steal your Crystal Pepsi. We'll give you, we'll get cherry Pepsi. Okay, we got 2 hours to get some Crystal Pepsi. See, that's what the journey should be. The journey for Crystal Pepsi. They go in there, they get the Crystal Pepsi. Because they won't bring her back for good. On a side note, when that did come back, I tried it, and I liked it a lot better than regular Pepsi. It's like a smooth Pepsi. Because I don't drink a lot of Pepsi or Coca-Cola, because each time I drink it, it makes me burp immediately. I drink it, burp, drink it, burp. But Crystal Pepsi, it was so much smoother, and I thought it just tasted better. It's like a good version of Diet Pepsi. That's also why, one of the many reasons why I drink Mellow Yellow, because it's a lot smoother. Plus, I love the taste. And it's a smooth drink that there's not that heavy carbonation that makes you... Wow, this is an interesting conversation. But more interesting than what the fuck I'm seeing. Because we're 20 minutes in. There's a weird pyramid. They fucked up because they lost the rover. They lost Wall-E. They don't go in, they get Wall-E. But see, Wall-E died and he got resuscitated, or he got resurrected, reborn into the future. That's why Wall-E is so fucked up, because he was in this movie. It was so shitty. He didn't want to be part of humanity again. So he waited until the future. I'm going to get resurrected and reborn. Give it a couple decades. So they're inside the pyramid, and again, like I said before, this is the issue. You're inside the pyramid, then what? It's just typical, very darkly, yeah, it makes sense, because you're going, well, it's not like there's going to be light in the fucking pyramid. And it's not like there's going to be a bunch of fucking light sprinkled in the pyramid, but it's just... I don't know, maybe something... If it's supernatural, maybe candles. And then that's the question, why are these candles still lit? How are these candles still lit? It's like these candles were stopped in time until this pyramid was open. Or some force is making these candles stay lit. It's bullshit, but everything else in the movie is bullshit either, so... At least that would help with your lighting problem. Have candles. How is this candle still lit? And this candle hasn't even been burned. Hasn't even melted. The wax hasn't melted, or... I don't know, whatever else. And the environments just look the same. Just blank wall, blank corridors. I mean, you can make it work, but it's going to be a lot tougher. I mean, the woods. The woods seem the same in the Blair Witch Project, but that's why you get, at least with the woods, there's still stuff to see and look at. And it's rainy and it's gloomy and you got the sticks and streams and as above so below. They're in the catacombs underneath Paris. All the bones and skeletons and going underwater and hidden crypts and... Actually, it makes me want to rewatch As Above, So Below. Think about it. A chip. Lights off. Why? Lights off for what? Oh. How about you take it and you leave? How about you look at this shit outside? Yeah, take the shit and leave. Take the shit and leave. Good job, dipshit. So we got 5 people here. See, now we have footage looking at the cameraman, where that footage is from. It does seem like there's difference between the camera he's having and the other angles. So then it makes you wonder, well, what's found footage and what's not? Does, like, the footage looks the same? Like this long corridor shot, the picture quality, the framing, it all looks the same as here. So it's like, why? What's the point of a camera? Even again, the camera doesn't even look different. So what's the point of doing it? And of course the corridors look the same, and it just... They wander around and around, like that fucking song. And I wander around, 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 around. I know, like, I think one point the... So no, I don't know. I'm trying to remember. The floor caves in. And they have to stick to the sides. Maybe the wall squishes at one point. I swear something to do with cats at the end. Can't fucking remember. Oh, now I know what that noise was. It's my fucking hat hitting the damn back. And the headphones make it seem something else. That was more scary than the movie. Director's name is Gregory Lafesseur. Actors Ashley Hinshaw, Dennis O'Hare, James Buckley, and Daniel Ammerman. There's really nothing to say about this fucking... 2014. Came out 2014. Yeah, this is where the floor caves in, right? And they get to the side. Yeah. Yeah, the floor is going to collapse. Okay. The floor is going to collapse, you deaf fuck. I think there's 5 people. Yeah, I think there's the female archaeologist, the male archaeologist, the guy who the rover was his thing, the drone, the female reporter, and the cameraman. Yeah, I believe it's those 5. And I've seen a lot of found footage. Like, people might not realize I've seen a shitload by this point. Like, did you have a list? Oh, wait a minute. Things are actually happening. So they've caved through the ground. Is that... So now, like a found footage format, the camera's freaking out because they've dropped. And the camera's doing this. Which again, it's like just... And now we're off the camera, we're looking at the cameraman. But it's act as if there's another camera. So they drop through the floor. They're trapped. But yeah, with found footage, I mean, whether it be found footage, mockumentaries, fake documentaries, POV movies, where it's just someone's eyesight. My favorites, the original Blair Witch Project, Searching with John Cho, The Tunnel from... Ooh. Someone got crushed. Oh, he got his leg hit by a rock. Wow, they try to help him. Blair Witch Project, Searching with John Cho, The Tunnel, Hardcore Henry, As Above, So Below, Exists, Butterfly Kisses, Savage Land, Digging Up the Marrow, Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. That's my top 10. Then Into the Storm, Cloverfield, Afflicted, VHS2, Population Zero. Where the hell did I put the pyramid? Did I even have this on here? Because I went up to 100. I think I put it at like 64? Yeah, like 64? I mean, of the ones I actually like, they probably stop at number 40 if I'm pushing it. Chronicle, 84 Charlie Mopic, E-Demon was interesting. Poughkeepsie Tapes was better than I thought it would be. Borderlands, interesting ending, idea. Conspiracy, kind of interesting. That's like the later 30s. I mean, the worst ones I've seen, Hip Hop Locos, Unaware, Alien Origin, Bigfoot County, the upper footage, the Asylum version of Cloverfield called Monster, Leaving DC, Blackwater Vampire, Zombie Diaries, Creature Lake, RWD. I'm sure people are like, what the fuck are all these movies? Yeah, well, I've... Not all, but a lot of them I've reviewed. RWD, man, that was... We found an ability to somehow clone ourselves, so for some reason we're going to start killing our other selves for no fucking reason. This is cool idea. Just... Anyway, I know I reviewed that one. Anyway. Get back to the movie. So now the female reporter is a rock climber as well. She's climbing up the shaft. I wouldn't be surprised she got dropped down. If you don't see something and then fall down and die. We're about 30 minutes in. There's got to be a death soon. Because there's 55 minutes left. About 5 minutes at least for end credits. 10 minutes for an elongated final sequence. Yeah, 5 people, so maybe death every 15 minutes or so after. Yeah, she don't see something, freak out. Again, it's her... Are they supposed to be cameras? I missed it? Maybe I missed it. No, now we have POV of the tunnel. And then we got POV of something looking at her. What the fuck? Is that a rat? Yep, she fell down. She's not dead. What the fuck was that? A rat? Cat? Maybe that was the cat I'm thinking of? Killer CGI cat? Mummy? Mummy cat? That's the title for this movie. Mummy cat. Mummy cat. You ain't gonna be alright. It's a mummy cat. He's looking for a fight. Mummy cat. He's gonna fuck you up. Mummy cat. He's gonna get it done, stick you up. Mummy cat. You're gonna put a tail up your ass. Mummy cat. He wants to give him no sass. This carving tells a story. Is of a lovely lady with 4 lovely girls. Word of warning. Don't watch this film. That's the warning. That soldier will come looking for us. That soldier don't give a shit. He's like, I warned them, fuck them. Saya fucking nara, pal. No, she didn't die, so... Sorry, I'm just listening to the dialogue, but... I don't know why, but I guess I'm just trying to pay attention to the movie for some fucking reason. Yeah, I don't know why that's a crazy idea. Like, think about this. You're watching the film. You pay your money to see it in the theater. You're 36 minutes in. What have you really gotten so far in 36 minutes? Let's think about this. In 36 minutes, what has happened? There's a pyramid. 5 people are looking at the pyramid. They send a drone in. The drone gets destroyed. They go in. Oh shit. One guy gets his leg stuck. One woman tried to climb up and got her face cut by a mummy cat, whatever the fuck it was. Mummy rat, mummy cat. Maybe it was a rat. Maybe it's a mummy rat for the big lead cat. I don't know. Maybe. That's all that's happened so far. In 37 minutes. Have I left anything out? Oh, the floor caved in. Sorry. Find pyramid. Oh, the mist that killed the one guy. Not anybody else. Send a drone in, gets fucked up. They go in. Floor collapsed. Now this rock is on the guy's leg. The other 4 continue on. And a wannabe lame jump scare. That didn't work. I mean, yeah, it's poorly lit. It's poorly lit because it's inside of a pyramid. Well, you fell down the floor, so that makes a difference. That's another thing you don't find a lot in found footage is musical score. I think some films have done it, and they've done it well enough that I let it go. But if the movie's bad, then it makes you question, well, why are they doing that? But you know, it just depends on. But you're inside the inside of the pyramid is such a boring location. If you're gonna do that, you better make it very suspenseful or scary, or interesting characters, or even an intriguing story. Again, the concept of being in a pyramid could maybe work as a horror film. Just doesn't here. Because when they get in, not much happens. Yeah, Michael's dead. I saw blood, and there's a trail of blood. Maybe a xenomorph took him, I don't know. Yeah, what up? That'd be hilarious if this had turned out to be like a weird prequel. It's like a AVP. The first AVP film took place in a pyramid in the fucking Antarctica. Yeah. It's a different pyramid. It's a xenomorph. It's a xenomorph killing these people one by one, and at the end a predator shows up. That'd be a fucking swerve. And it's 20th Century Fox. If they did that, I would almost want to commend the balls of, wow, they put this movie out called The Pyramid, and surprise, surprise, it's a fucking xenomorph killing people, and holy shit. We thought it was hieroglyphics and killer rats or something, but it's a fucking xenomorph. I made the movie more interesting than it is. Sadly, that would still be better than Alien Covenant. Robot guy has been devoured by a creature we cannot identify. Oh my god, these characters. Fuck me in the sideways, I swear. Yeah, breathe through your tits. Or just pop them out. They're ready to pop out your shirt anyway. Breathe through your titties. Breathe through the nipples. Is that how nipples breathe? Maybe, I don't know. Surprised there hasn't been a movie of that. Nipples are alive. Well, there's been movies where the eyes are on the nipples, so. Wasn't that Veronica, that shitty Glenn Danzig movie? You know what's sad? This is even the worst found footage film I've seen. Sad to say. It's not. Again, watch Hip Hop Locos, watch Unaware, watch Alien Origin, watch Bigfoot County, Zombie Diaries. Hashtag captured. Like holy shit on those. Blackwater Vampire. I mean the cinematography, it's fucking dark. I mean they learned from AVPR, AVP Requiem. again, the concept of being inside a pyramid and having a horror film take place in that, it does suck though that concept was wasted on this nothing movie. I'm not really down for remakes, but I'm down for a remake of this. Better characters, better lighting. Again, just have candles, and if it's supernatural, practical effects on the creatures. More unique environments within the pyramid. But here they met the soldier after going through a very small, tight crawl space. Yeah, that is supposed to be a cat. Yeah, those are supposed to be cats. Like crazy CGI cats. They are... Oh my god. Why you stick your head in there? Oh, lo and behold. So the soldier, after shooting the crawl space, a bunch of CGI mummy cats came out. Then he stitched his head in the hole for some fucking reason, because he's an idiot. Because the script said he needed to die. Then he got wishbone like the Paul McCrane in the Blob remake, 1988. And just basically go, why don't I rather watch that movie, the Blob remake. If I want to see a guy do wishbone and pull through, that did it, and it's a much better movie. And this guy was just an idiot. Shoot at it, leave. I mean, what shitty soldier. CGI cats. My god, man. Even Strays with Timothy Busfield did have CGI cats. Granted, this was the 90s and they couldn't afford it, but that was for the better. Fucking sad when Strays did something better than you. Fucking hell. Strays. That was a killer cat movie with Timothy Busfield and I think Kathleen Quinlan, I believe. Fuck. About killer feral cats. I mean, like cats. And this is CGI mummy cats. I know there's a bigger Anubis, which I think if we understand the legend of Anubis, he actually loved humanity and he loved humankind. I believe that's the case that, I think it's Anubis, that he really liked humanity and he'd actually be the first one to welcome humanity. I could be wrong on my mythology though. Okay, that's why she didn't die, because the cut's infecting her and she's gonna affect her later. So we have the soldier to appear just for 40 seconds later to die. The guy for immortality. Which is why this figure is alive. Immortality. I mean, I'm like 50 minutes in. What have we got? CGI mummy cats. It's like that fucking found footage movie where the plane crash lands. And it's a bunch of fucking dinosaurs in the dark chasing them. Area 407, sometimes known as Tape 407. Even their dinosaurs weren't CG. Here you go. You know, I wonder. I could try something real quick. So now they're ready to get buried alive by the sand. Idea is that, like, well, what can you do in limited space of a pyramid? Floor cave in, buried by the sand, maybe a wall or something squish you. I don't mind the idea of this scene of possibly being buried by the sand. Yeah, run through this corridor as fast as possible. Oh, he didn't save her? I forgot about that. I fucking forgot about that shit. Oh, no, he did. Just the one girl fell off to the Mortal Kombat pit. I forgot. So the guy did come back to save her, but I forgot the one girl fell into the fucking Mortal Kombat pit. Oh my god, there's the fucking things. Goddamn CGI cats. Where the fuck they are. And they didn't kill... They're killing the lady. Yeah, hairless CGI cats are eating the... So what was the point of scratching her face and oh, it looks like you're infected. Fuck was the point of that? Fucking point of doing that? Fucking hell, man. My god. Hmm. Hmm. See, there's... Yeah, I did review this 3 years ago. No wonder I didn't remember this fucking movie. Fuck's sake. My god, man. Okay, so she's not dead. She's just got bit in the face, infected with something. Her side's been impaled by the Mortal Kombat pit. She got the shit bit out of her from fucking 18 CGI hairless mummy cats. And they think she's gonna make it? Fucking kidding me? Take her head, yeah, and break her neck. She's dead as fuck. She ain't gonna make it. She's fucking dead, man. I'm sorry. Be bearer bad fucking news. It's the truth. She ain't gonna make it. Does she fall back down? She's dead as fuck, man. No, she can't take it. She's fucking dead, people. The check is in the mail. She's not going to be in the Union anymore. Okay? She's dead as fuck. No, she's dead as fuck. So she did die. So then what was the point of her being infected as if that was going to lead to something more? Okay, yeah, Michael reviewed it in his month of horror. Because I was gonna... Yeah, he reviewed it in 5 years ago. So they're infected with that gas from earlier?
Well, guys, actually, October is coming to a very, very fast end. And I'm going to try to squeeze
Get
in
his
as
opinion
many
on this movie.
new horror reviews as I can. You know, I don't have a whole lot of time, but I'm trying to watch as many films that I can get a chance to. I actually watched, even though I'm going to be talking about The Pyramid today, I actually watched the one called, I think it's called Ouija. But anyway, this movie, I mean, literally hate this movie. And I will say that from what I've read, a lot of people hate this movie. I mean, literally hate this movie. And a lot of people have said it is the worst film of 2014. And so, you know, I really wasn't expecting a whole lot.
It's just the three of them left and they're crawling through the damn corridor
guys,
again.
You know, even though it's definitely not my favorite horror film, I can't say it qualifies as the worst film I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of films that were a lot worse than this one, but this one doesn't even have that, in my opinion anyway, it doesn't have that B-movie, it's so bad, it's good vibe. And one of the main problems I had with the film is that it didn't know whether if it wanted to be a found footage film or just a regular film. I prefer it's a regular film, but you know, I'm not a fan of found footage. But anyway, with that...
Now see, I like found footage when it's done right. As Above, So Below, Blair Witch Project, Afflicted, that's an underrated one, exists. It's a Bigfoot one that's underrated. But yeah, doesn't know what it wanted to be. So now they found the remains of the drone. I think they're going to try to see what footage they got in it, I guess.
I'll just say that, you know, the film, you know, someone's filming the movie, so it tries to be found footage, and then at times there are angles where the guy that's actually supposed to be filming the film is actually in the film with the other people with the camera. So that's what I mean by maybe they started it out to be found footage and then they just got lazy and decided not to do it or whatever, but
I think this was their intention.
I don't know. I don't understand why they chose to mesh these two techniques together, because it's pretty incoherent and it's pretty you just don't
in this
know
case, yeah.
what kind of film it's actually trying to be. But anyway,
in this case,
aside,
yeah.
guys, I'm just gonna say what I didn't like about the film, and that was definitely one there, what I just mentioned. But then, of course, I gotta say the acting is pretty routine in this film, guys. It has some pretty pedestrian acting in it. The people that, you know, starred in this film, for the most part, other than the lead guy, the father in the film, most of the acting is pretty damn dismissive. It's definitely, you know, I want to say serviceable, but I don't even know if I could say that. The acting is definitely not the strong suit of this film. Now, if this had been a found footage film, a complete found footage film, the acting would have worked because, you know, it's found footage, so we're dealing with real people here, and, you know, you can kind of drop that pretense. But considering the way the film was made and what it's portraying, the acting was really a problem to me. And then, also what I didn't like about the film was the fact that, you know, the main creature in the film, or creatures, but I'm talking about the main creature, is completely done in CGI. And if there is a practical mask they use or anything like that, I couldn't tell. But for the most part, it's done in CGI. And the CGI is definitely just like a, maybe, and I say maybe, a little bit better than the Sci-Fi Channel offerings. So the CGI definitely didn't hold up for the film. I think a practical suit would have definitely worked with this film. But anyway, so, you know, you have, that's pretty much my feelings on the film, guys. That's the three things that I didn't really like about the movie. And, you know, you could say that this movie is a cross between As Above, So Below, and The Descent. It's kind of a take on those two films together. And, you know, there's a...
Yeah, and those two films are way better than this. I loved As Above, So Below. I think that's an underrated one. I thought that did this thing better, and it was more consistent for what it is. And The Descent, pretty suspenseful movie, The Descent.
Old saying, if you're gonna steal, you steal from the best. Well, you know, they definitely, they stole, but they didn't put it together very good at all. And, I didn't come off hating the movie, but at the same time, it's one of those movies where you just watch it and you're like, well, I don't want to watch this again. But basically in the story, guys, you have this pyramid that's discovered in Egypt.
And they're just pretty much wandering around, so that's why I'm not commenting.
Team goes in the film, you know, what's
very
going
dark.
on in there and be the
And if you want to
first
see
captured on
wandering
tape.
around almost a cave
So
system,
at
watch
first
The
they send the robot
Descent.
in to see what's going on. The robot disappears, and of course, there's some kind of turmoil going on in Egypt. So they're only, the sergeant comes and says, you know, get your stuff, pack your stuff, get the hell out of here. And they decide, you know, they talk him into giving them 2 hours to go in and rescue their robot. Apparently, the robot was on loan from NASA, and so they go in for 2 hours, get trapped in there, and they have to deal with these creatures. And what I thought was kind of interesting was that the creature was actually Anubis, who is a Egyptian creature, Egyptian god. I believe he's kind of like, almost like, well, he's the guardian to the netherworld, I guess, or the underworld. He kind of weighs, you know, the good and bad in people and allows them to enter into the underworld. But anyway, in this film, he's trapped in there, and this pyramid is his prison. And his only way out is to actually find someone with a pure heart. And he finds out if they have pure hearts by eating them. So, if he can get somebody with a pure heart, he can leave this freaking pyramid and go
I completely forgot
to
about that.
the other side. So that's the basis of what his character's doing in the film.
I fucking forgot about the
And I
heart
kind of
thing.
like that angle, even though at the time, in this film, they kind of switched it off a little bit to where he's not so much, you know, he should be in the netherworld already. He should already be there, according to, you know, Egyptian lore. But he's trapped in this pyramid. And I mean, they go against the grain as to the origin of the character in real life, or what's actually been done with the character. But, you know, that's okay, because it's just a movie. And that's the strongest suit I can give the movie, is what they were trying to do with the subject matter. But once they get into the pyramid, it's just a monster versus people, and it's just, you know, a lot of darkness, screaming, yelling,
Which you barely see anything of the monster. I mean, I'm an hour and 3 minutes in. There's 25 minutes left, probably like 5 minutes for credits. So there's like 20 minutes left. We're getting to the finale. You haven't seen any monsters except a couple of fucking CGI mummy cats with no hair. And now they've gone to a chamber and they find the remains of a body. Like, some sand fell on them. One woman fell into the Mortal Kombat pit. One guy got his leg pinned and dragged away. That's all that's fucking happened in an hour of the movie.
very uneven CGI people fall into this pit of spikes, and these creatures come out and start biting her, and they're biting her, and you're seeing the chunks fly off her flesh, and then in another scene, there's no damage to her body at all. So, there's just, like I said, guys, I didn't hate the film. I didn't think it's the worst film that's been out, but it definitely has issues. I mean, I saw potential there. I think they thought the story through, taking their time, and got it done. It had been a much better film. But as it stands, guys, I can't recommend The Pyramid. I would say, you know, if you're curious, take a look, but that's about as good as I can say about it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you.
Yeah, I mean, what's funny, I forgot I left a comment under his video 5 years ago. It sounds like a forgettable, boring flick. Very nice job. I'd only see this if I was ever doing another found footage marathon reviews. Well, I ultimately did. I guess 2 years after this. Because he did 5 years ago. I forgot about that scene. The main guy, the father, just got his heart ripped out. That's probably the best part of the movie. Because it's a heart, and then pull the, speaking of Mortal Kombat, did the fucking Kano move. Literally did the Kano move. Heart ripped out. Yeah, that's easily the best part of the movie. Because that looked like not a bad effect with the heart being ripped out. I mean, it didn't look that bad considering the other scenes. Doesn't save the movie, though. You know, watch Friday 30 Part 6, see Jason rip someone's heart out at the beginning of that film. Fuck's sake, it's a better movie. Jason Lives. Directed by Tom McLaughlin back in 1980... Was it 86 or 87? I always forget. Fuck, I always forget. I think it was 86, right? Spend the rest of your life running, what, all 5 minutes? 1986. You don't know what else to do. Maybe protect the girl. How about that? Yeah, I'm tired of running. I'm going to go up and face him and I'll probably die. But we could work together and try to get the fuck out of here and escape. But nah. Fuck that. I'm just going to go out there. What are you going to do? Fist fight him? Kung fu him? Kill him with your camera? Fuck's sake. But yeah, like my friend said, it's inconsistent. I talked about that for like 20 minutes. First 20 minutes of this. So I mean, to repeat, it's an hour and 8 minutes. With the end credits, we have 20 minutes left. What have we gotten in this movie? Oh my god, I just saw it. What the night vision. Alright, hold on to that thought. He ripped his heart out. How is he still alive? Oh, he's weighing it for the pure heart. I guess in the supernatural state, you can still live even though your heart's not in your fucking body. And it makes the body decompose. Okay. Oh my fucking god, this fucking thing. What a horrible scene. Yeah, that was fucking awful. Holy shit. Oh yeah, he won't find me here. Oh my god. Turn around and lunges at the camera, right? Okay. They'll have that shot lunging at the camera. But what has happened? I mean, fucking nothing. There's a pyramid. Oh shit, our rover's gone. Let's go in and get it. My leg is trapped. Taken away. Oh shit, the floor caved in. That happened before. Oh shit. I got scratched in the face. Oh shit, we're gonna be overcome by sand. Oh shit, I fell into a Mortal Kombat pit. Oh shit, I got my heart ripped out. Wander through the same fucking environments over and over and over again. Shitty CGI mummy cats, and now this fucking Sci-Fi Channel reject. This is Sci-Fi Channel shit. It's like the film quality is theatrical, but the effect is sci-fi. SYFY, my god. Why not have a practical creature? Most of it's in the fucking dark anyway. That's what confuses me. Like, people are like, well, here's the thing. Like, here's the thing. Most of it... Sometimes people don't want to do practical suit work because the lighting and such will make it seem a bit faker than usual. But look how it's lit. Look how this movie's lit. Most of it's in the dark, so a practical effect would work perfectly. Because you don't need to go into all the details, except in the night vision. So you need like a pure heart. You're dead anyway. I've seen the film. I know you both die. And I don't really give a fuck. I'm just waiting for the movie to end. I did what Michael, my friend, was saying, was that the worst movie ever? A lot of movies are not the worst movie ever, but it's one of those things the reason I get harsh on many movies, including this, is... No, it's not even the worst found footage movie ever. I could mention 20 that are worse. Hip Hop Locos, Unaware, Bigfoot County, Alien Origin, Hashtag Captured, The Upper Footage. The Asylum did a film called Monster, which was a rip-off of Cloverfield. Creature Lake. Leaving DC. Blackwater Vampire. Zombie Diaries. It's just, you looked at this movie, number one, wasted potential. If you had creature effects, if you had better character work, better acting, more variety in environments, better light, if you had all these things a part of it, and you do it with the direction of the Descent, or again, As Above, So Below did it better. It was more consistent what it wanted to be. Pick and choose. Do you want to be found footage? Do you not want to be? Pick one. Again, there are films that have done both effectively. This wasn't one of them. And it's hard to talk about when it's just wandering around the dark, wandering around the dark, wandering around tab mouse, tab mouse, tab mouse, tab mouse. Yeah, get to the fucking point. Saying the pyramid was a prison and needs a pure heart for it to get the fuck out. Star map. For what, Starman? If you watch this is all pointless because they're going to die anyway, so all this stuff is pointless, them trying to figure this out because they're not going to get out anyway. You're looking for a way for the movie to end is what you should be looking for. I mean, this is a waste of fucking money. I think of all the movies, and even like fan movies, that could be made and utilized and better. Okay. Oh, that's right. Doesn't the lady climb the ladder, and in the middle of climbing up, she gets pulled down or something? Or something. I can't fucking barely remember the fucking movie, man. 12 minutes left of the movie with the end credits. Thank goodness. I guess they really thought these dimly lit scenes would just create automatic spookage and fear in people. Nah, not really. Not with the goofy looking cats or the goofier looking creature. Sci-Fi Channel bullshit. You're both dead, so it don't matter. So what necessitates a pure heart? Because technically this guy, you know, you could argue, I don't know, man. Part of the ladder was cut off. The cameraman fell down with the creature. Now the creature is attacking the girl on the ladder. You can't see shit because it's poorly lit. And it's a shitty CGI effect. It's like, they knew it's such a shitty effect, so the darkness is their friend in this instance. Yeah, a little bit of flare usage. Which again, you want to see that done better, watch The Descent. Either version, with either ending. That's what I meant. Whether the ending where she's trapped inside, or the ending where she escapes and they cut off the other ending. Because the one ending they used for The Descent Part 2. Yeah, she just gets dragged back in, for what I remember. Or something. I don't fucking care. Yeah, stop there. Yep. Dragged back in. Blackness. Oh yeah, I forgot. The pure heart thing. She's the pure heart. Oomsaday, oomsaday, oomsaday. You don't want to test his heart? Okay, that's strange. You don't want to test his heart. Why wouldn't you want to test this heart? I mean, if you're looking for a fucking heart all the time, you don't want to test this heart, you just step on his head? That makes a lot of fucking sense. Or is that the guy's heart? Maybe that's the guy's heart. I don't fucking know. Why do I care? Oh my fucking god, man. Just look at this thing. Goddamn chupacabra. Chupacabra foot face. Goddamn dog. Asylum dog. Fucking mull around here. Oomsade, oomsade, oomsade. Kalima, Kalima. Where's the Sankara stones? Okay, you cut the thing, but what you don't do? Bunch of CGI fucking cats. I mean, look at this ending, man. You got a bunch of shitty CGI cats. You got this goddamn chupacabra dog motherfucker. So because she cut it, the cats now want it. Because they love the smell of blood or something. Where the fuck. But it makes it pointless because she went out of the ladder. She got pulled back down. She don't go up the ladder. Just to get pulled down again. Oh my god, it's just fucking pointless. Why didn't she climbs up to get pulled down? To cut him, she don't climb up to get pulled down again. This is fucking redundant, it's pointless. Pointless bullshit. Well, I guess she doesn't get pulled down, she'll get dragged away, because I know I've seen the film, I do remember she dies at the end. Granted, even if she lived, it wouldn't make it a good movie, but it's just, again, one of those cliches a lot of found footage films had, even though this portion isn't found footage. There's a lot of horror films too. Again, that's one of those things where people go, why do you want a happy ending? It's so cliche. So is this. So I guess it's personal preference which cliche you want. This is cliche as well. Percent of found footage films have the same ending. As do a lot of horror films. Give me a list of the horror films of the past 5 years. I can name you a bunch that have the same type of ending as this. Give me a break. That's right, give up there. You fell asleep there, you could have made it, now you fucked. Probably could have made it. Nope. No, I don't even think that's the thing. I mean, I think that's, I don't give a fuck what it is. Oh, it's a kid. Yeah, I forgot this weird ass thing with the kid. I forgot about that. Fucking weird thing. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forget, like, she was going to die from that toxic thing anyway. Remember her father earlier said we're probably all infected. It's just going a lot slower when we're in here. And the reason it got the kid was that's the pure heart thing, the kid. That's what it needed. So it's going to kill the kid. Oomsade, oomsade. I forgot about the kid thing, man. And then, for some reason, this out of the blue, inappropriate rock song. This song does not fit with this movie. wannabe found footage, and then inside a pyramid, and then this song's like, whoa, 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 whoa. This sounds like a song that should be on the Freddy vs. Jason soundtrack. Or some shit. Give back what you took from me. Yeah, My Time movie? I don't blame Jose Ballard. He paid for the request. I appreciate him. I don't appreciate you, movie. You fuck. Well, I'll look at the credits to see if there's anything of note. Amir K. Like, God didn't even want to showcase his last name. Just Amir K. I'm not giving you my last name for this shit. Stunts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Were there that many people to have stunts for? Maybe the sand sequence. Maybe. But yeah, the movie itself, it just... boring. Boring. Forgettable. Other than mummy CGI hairless cats. Some shitty looking dingo chupacabra dog CGI sci-fi channel reject. Downbeat lazy ending. A lot of boredom. A lot of wandering around poorly lit. Dark as fuck corridors. Environments that got old and repetitive really, really quick. Acting that is meh. What was the word my friend used? Routine. Characters, don't give a shit about the characters. There's nothing to the characters. Just lame fucking bullshit. And that's the thing. No, it's not the worst movie ever. I've seen The Amazing Bulk. I've seen Newty. I've seen Feeders 1 and 2. I've seen a shitload of worse movies. Robo fucking Vampire. Although, no, I take that back. I would rather see Robo Vampire than this, because Robo Vampire was at least at times funny. So, but I mean, that's more bad on a technical note. I'll say that, technically. Production-wise. That's what I meant with that. But like, you know, Pocket Ninjas, like, there's a lot of fucking work. But just, you took a promising premise, and then, like I said, you're inconsistent if you want to be found footage or not found footage. And just all the other, like, you might have co-written with Alexander Aja, but you didn't really study what made his films work. Even gore-wise, if you want gore, the one moment where someone gets their ripped out, what else? Additional visual effects by Tippett Studio? Really? Maybe they were drunk, or they gave it to someone who was a newbie rookie. We ain't touching this shit, you touch this shit. One song is literally called 5173. That's the name of the song, 5173. I mean, it says something when a movie with the end credits is like an hour and 29 minutes. It's still this fucking boring. Rest in peace to 20th Century Fox Studios. Releasing films like this didn't help. Releasing films like this is what got him in the shitter to the point that Disney had to fucking buy him out. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. I guess if you're scared of CGI hairless cats, this is your movie. Later.